What is up, guys? This is going during gaming, and today I'm going to be telling you guys my opinion on the top 10 best cards in Clash Royale. Now, I have a giant chest right here. I might open that at the end of the video if we have time. So let's start. This is my opinion wise. I know the video is going to be terrible quality. I'm just going to be in the cards list, and some of these I do not have. Most of them I do not have. Actually, no. Some of them I do not have. Number 10 is the Lumberjack. Now, the Lumberjack, I think it's obvious why he's here. He does a lot for his low cost. As you can see, he has a level 1 Lumberjack, has very good damage, very good HP for what he does, and he actually has very fast hit speed. He can replace rages and actually in some decks, and that actually is really good. Cording. For real, Xbox addictions, oh my god. I know. Subscribe to Xbox Addictions. This is sponsored by him. Yeah, I do. Alright, so in Lumberjack. So what it's saying is, what you're gonna do is yes. It's my username. Alright. I can replace rages and stuff like that. The next number 8 is actually a very good card known as, it's another legendary. There's actually going to be quite a lot of legendaries on the list. The Log. The Log, it's obvious why it's here. It's very good at taking out small troops. Like, it's actually very good at that. It can replace zaps in some decks because, I mean, it does less than a zap. It can't target air. They have their own disadvantages and advantages, but you know what, in my opinion? If you have something that can target air, the Log is worth it more. For example, if you have a splash unit like this, Executioner, Wizard, Witch, Baby Dragon, you don't need the Log. You don't need the zap. Number 8 is the Fireball. Now, this is a very good spell right here. It's actually it's good at doing high levels troops. That's why it's really good. It's actually one of the most used cards in the game. I think we know it's why. It's got very high area damage. It can take out really good troops. So, like, for example, if you have a high level Fireball, you can one-shot pretty much like Wizards, Musketeers, and maybe even Witches if you have a high enough level. On with the Fireball, we have the number 7. I'm just looking at the list right now. Number 7 was actually a very weird card. It was the Skeleton Army. The Skeleton Army is very good. Now, the reason it's not higher is actually because, well, there is another card. There's some more cards I think actually supersede this thing, but it's very easy to counter. It counters pretty much anything. Yeah, I think we know obviously why it's here. The next number 6, is the Electro Wizard. Now, this thing is actually very, very good, as it can. I do not have the Electro Wizard. I really want it so badly, but dude, it can replace zaps better than a Log in my opinion. And stuns. Like, this can slow an entire push, and if I get it, I will scream at the top of my lungs. It's a very good card. Top 5, we have the Night Witch. Just check if I'm still recording. The Night Witch is probably the second best legendary in the game, and it was the best legendary in the game until a while before this guy showed up right there. So, spoiler alert, I guess. It's very good at taking out it can take out an entire tank by itself. I've seen it take out golems by itself, so definitely not something to underestimate. On the top 4 is the Hog Rider. Now, you might be wondering, why am I placing this guy such a high level? It's because, well, the Hog Rider is probably one of the best cards in the game. It's top 3 in usage rate, and look, it's actually very good. It's actually one of my only legendary rare that's level 8. It's not just that. Everyone pretty much uses one deck with it at least. That's why it's so good. Next up, we have in the number 3 slot, we have the Zap. Now the zap, now it's obvious why it's here. Now the reason I'm replacing the zap higher than the log, as you might be wondering, is because I think it does more for its, it does the same for its cost, but it can target air. And you can get this at a very, very early arena, and it's going to replace the arrows you're using. Sure, it does less damage, but, and the arrows are more expensive. Now, the arrows I do not use as much. I used to have a deck with them, but this is way more worth it. You can change a game for 2 elixir. Number 2 is very surprisingly, it is the Executioner. Now the Executioner is very good. It can take out an entire push of light troops. Also can take out a push of tornado-y troops. Oh my god, dude, the Executioner is so good. Like, it's so cheap. It's cheap for what it does. Like, in my opinion, it's better than a Baby Dragon, even though it costs more. On to the number 1 slot is actually another card I do not have. Now, remember I said how the Knight, which was used to be the best legendary? Well, the best legendary number 1 is the Mega Knight. It's so obvious why it's here. It should get nerfed, in my opinion. It has way too much health, way too much damage, and on top of that, it's splash. Like, what else can you ask for? It does spawn damage. If it could target air, I think that would be too broken, but... Oh my god, like... Oh, why'd I put Joe? So, yeah, the Mega Knight, like, it's a very rare, Arena 10 and up, so... You better be buying some legendary chests like I did right there. I spent $25 in 2 days. So, yeah, now what we are going to do is gem this giant chest. I know for a fact... I'm not going to... Yeah, of course he's going to play Minecraft. Now, I know for a fact I'm not going to get anything out of this because it's a freaking giant chest. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Some gold. Some bats. Pretty good. Some goblins. And we know epics, but we have a Mega Minion. I'll just go ahead and screenshot that. So, obviously, it's a giant chest. I mean, we're not going to get anything from that. But, in the video, guys. I'll see you guys here later. Peace.